Morning. Happy Friday, everyone. It's March 3rd. I'm glad it's Friday this week. This was not too hard of a week, but I haven't slept well this week. I'm back off of my good sleeping a little bit. So I don't know. I'm just kind of tired. But happy to be doing the show. Try to get that energy up. Got some fun stuff today. Athletic beer giveaway. Discord update, I guess. It's not done, but
Hey, Matt.
hey, how's it going, Doug? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I was wondering if maybe you had heard. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. It's Friday.
Okay.
Oh man, I was practicing. It was
Yeah.
so good, and then I got nervous as soon as the cameras came on, and I messed it up.
Well, not bad. Pretty good. I mean, I can tell that one.
Partying, yeah! Partying, yeah! Fun. Looking forward to the
I think good.
Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Good. Pretty good. I am glad it's Friday. I'm excited for that. There we go. Let's get in the real mood here. Get that thing out of our head. I like that one time when it shifted to a minor chord or something. That sounded like the actual song. So I like that was good. Ukulele,
I
you know what I mean?
Just
ukulele,
messed it up.
I think the ukulele is just sometimes it's hard to know what chords are what. Know if you're playing the right chord or the wrong chord.
Yeah,
There's a lot of not always obvious.
No, and I was looking up the chords for that song, and there's like, depending on which one you click on, they're very, very different. So I don't know that anyone really knows the ukulele chords for It's Friday. but man, I was sounding so good, and I got two cameras going. I got all these lights. I got nervous.
Okay,
you were staring me down. Oh well.
No, I was. I was looking in the camera. I think I'm supposed to do that, right?
Well, I'm sorry you're having a bad week of sleep.
Yeah, I tried. I was tired early in the beginning of the week, where I wanted to go to bed early instead of the normal. Whoops. There we go. All right, sorry about that. Very sensitive to the sound machine. Anyway, I've been trying to stay up later, and that has been the key to sleep success for me. But if I get tired early, because the real thing you have to do is wait till you're tired to go to bed. It turns out if I get tired early and go to sleep at 10, I just still wake up at 4 or something, and then I stay awake for a while and fall back to sleep eventually, and then feel terrible once I wake up. So that happened 3 nights in a row. I just kept trying to go to bed early because I was like, well, I'm tired. I'm just going to do it. But not good. So anyway, last night I got back on track, but I don't know. Just still behind, I think. How about you? How are you doing, Doug? How are you holding up?
I'm doing great. My my mountain bike ride got rained out yesterday, but we went out for a little hike run with a friend and did a little creek dip and went out to dinner. So I'm feeling pretty good, and I had a very productive morning today.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I like that.
And I'm going to get tacos for lunch. So it's a great day. Yeah.
Good. All right. I like it. So you don't just eat that stuff at home. You actually, when you go out, you get the same cuisine.
Well, my my uncle and aunt are in town, and I'm gonna meet them for taco lunch today.
Okay. Were they what kind of genre of food could we go get in Black Mountain? And you were like, there's a taco place. Let's go to that.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
right.
All right.
Good. All right, we got some lots of ukulele comments here. People liked it, even though it sounded terrible.
They said they liked it. I mean, the
best part was Matt's face. Much better than I would have done, says Dale. Apparently, there's an app. Drew Design says there's an app that will translate any song to ukulele, so I should look that up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, Mr. Jeffrey wants to know, why don't you just wake up at 4 if you're awake and you're gonna drag it out?
I've tried it and it doesn't work well. I don't know what it is, but because I can get the same amount of sleep, 12 to 6:30 or something, and function. But if I do 10 to 4 or 10 to 4:30, I just crash like once it gets to be like 8 o'clock and the sun comes up. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm not really like the sleep's been pretty good. It was just a strange week. So I'll just have to make sure I'm disciplined about not going to bed so early ever. Anyway, it's fine. Bianca, people are saying good luck in your race, Bianca. What is that about? Is that some people communicating in some other format than during the show?
I don't know.
Well,
Bianca...
good luck. Good luck, Bianca. Bianca is here, which is good. Good to see. Yeah, she must have a race this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, good. I did see she was tapering, so she must.
Very good. All right. So we've got this Athletic Brewing giveaway, courtesy of Helen. I should learn how to say her last name. It's DeGenero or DeGenaro. I'm not sure which one. But anyway, she's the Athletic Brewing ambassador who listens to this show. Always gives us some Athletic Brewing beers to try. So she has said she's got 2 6-packs to give out that you can order any from the web, or you can choose any 2 that are on the website, athleticbrewing.com. This is unrelated to the contest, but Helen has a code, Helen D20. Helen with 1 LD20. And that will get you 20% off of anything you order from the site, plus give Helen credit for referring you. So thank you, Helen, for doing this kind of stuff. But anyway, all you have to do, this is non-alcoholic beer or whatever. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's less than 0.5% beer. I think it's called non-alcoholic beer. They can't ship to a couple states: Michigan, South Carolina, Nebraska, Kansas, Idaho, Mississippi, and Georgia. So you can't win if you're there. But otherwise you're good. So all you got to do, as usual with these contests, is leave a comment on the Instagram post once we're done. I guess you could leave it on the YouTube thing too, right? That might actually be better.
Yeah.
Either one, YouTube or Instagram. Leave a comment when the show's done. And if you share it, like in a story or something, you get an extra entry. I would say make your comment like Athletic Brewing theme, right? Like say what beer you want from the site.
NA beer or why you like beer or
your favorite Athletic Brewing style, or favorite beer style, anything beer related. What your zodiac sign beer is. That'd be fine.
Your zodiac. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think it's great. And we'll pick a winner on Monday.
Yes, that'd be good. So a very short little flash contest over the weekend. Good.
Love it. Fun. I love that Helen. Some of our listeners are contributing to our contest. This is great.
Yeah, definitely. And all that stuff will be only empowered once we have the Discord set up, I think. I think we'll be able to do more stuff, organize more things where the listeners participate in the show or contribute to the show or whatever. But the Discord is, I thought we were almost there. And then today I think I have to restart the process of setting it up because it got botted, basically. The bots took over, which is my own fault for downloading them and adding them and making them administrators to the site. But they have they've set up conflicting rules and things, and now they undid all my work. Yeah, I know. The bots. They think they're going to help you. I mean, this is the theme of the next century, I think. Maybe the theme for the rest of humanity until they just take over. They think they're going to help you, and then they end up just making a mess.
We haven't talked about the Microsoft Bing bot, like offending people, like calling people, comparing people to Nazis or to Hitler, and like all kinds of all kinds of weird stuff. That because Bing was rolling out their version of OpenAI.
I saw that,
and there's been all kinds of controversy. Reel it back in.
Okay. That's funny. Bots gonna do what bots are gonna do. Bots are gonna bot.
Bots are gonna bot.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like you shouldn't reel it back in. It seems like that's the whole thing. We're creating life in the form of a robot. We should let it do what it wants to do.
Give it free range to just take over.
Yeah.
Mr. Jeffrey wants to know if I've gotten my air fryer yet. I have not.
Check next year, Mr. Jeffrey, and we'll see if I've gotten it yet.
Let's talk about it. I'll just talk about it for a year. Talk about how I'm going to do it. No, I haven't really convinced Katie that it's worth it. And I think that you, Matt, talk about it has not helped. Even though everyone else seems to be on the air fryer.
Yeah, I think Mr. Jeffries commented somewhere. I don't think it was during the show. Maybe it was, but I read it later where he said that he was sort of skeptical and didn't really think he had the same concern about countertop space and all this. And then it just changed his cooking life. It's like his number one most used appliance now.
Well,
I don't know. I'm still not convinced it's more different than a toaster at the highest temperature. I just think it's basically the same thing.
Well.
I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Anything else, Doug? What's any other fitness updates or weekend plans? Anything going on for you?
I do have something exciting. You know what I'm doing tonight?
What?
You know, I may have teased this last time, but it got canceled, and it's actually happening tonight. I'm going to play laser tag for an adult birthday party.
I don't think you did tease that last time.
Okay. It was supposed to be about a month ago, got canceled. So now we're rescheduling an adult birthday party laser tag tonight, and I am really fired up about it. It's been a long time since I played laser tag, and I just think it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I think that will be fun. My daughter has played laser tag. She said it was fun, except the attendants kept yelling at the children to stop running, and that kind of ruined it. So hopefully they'll let the adults do that. Drinking involved? Is it at one of those places where there's all kinds of stuff, bowling alleys and bar and
it's like just laser tag and arcade, and then something called Jelly Ball, which is like a cross between laser tag and paintball. It's like little water balls things. It's supposed to be really fun. But yeah, it's BYOB. You can bring your own cooler, and it should be a really good time.
That is a good time. I like a BYOB event. That's a good. It's always a good setup. Have you heard of these rage room things people are doing now?
Where they're like smashing stuff?
Yeah, you pay money and then you go smash stuff.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
My kids are really wanting to do that. I have never.
You should totally do it. I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah, I guess it might.
That was like when I worked construction. That was my favorite part. Was any demolition. You just like throw some goggles on and just go to town. Oh, yeah, totally.
Cool. All right.
Michael wants to know if laser tag is more official than frisbee golf. And frisbee golf is not a sport, Michael. It is disc golf. And no, I don't think that laser tag is more official than disc golf, because disc golf is very official.
Yeah. Right. Yes, for sure. All right. Really quick, back to the comments, and then we'll jump into the show here. Bianca is doing a race, the Little Rock Marathon, Sunday.
Right on.
Big deal.
Marathon. Big deal. Yeah.
Well, good. Way to go, Bianca. Looking forward to seeing photos of what you eat in the finish area. I don't know. They might not have a lot of vegan food in Little Rock Marathon, but I don't know. Maybe Little Rock is more vegan friendly than one would assume. But Bianca's always good for an outdoor photo of like a food meal in a little box basket kind of thing and a beer next to it. So I will look forward to that one. And
she says that the Rage Room, she loves the Rage Room. Went one time, and it was very therapeutic.
Oh,
I believe.
Okay.
I would probably come out of there really sore. You know, just like swinging ass hammers and.
Yeah, it seems like people would hurt themselves in there, like just with a hammer. I mean, like a sledgehammer. I don't know. Anne-Marie says Bianca is here and she has a race this weekend, so maybe Anne-Marie is from Little Rock. I didn't ever put that together, but that's good to know. Okay, good. Bianca says air fried tofu, worth it for that alone. That is a good use of it. Just throw it in there. Aisha's always pushing the Ninja product here. Get the combo. The Ninja is an Instant Pot, air fryer, and slow cooker all in one. So it seems like a good purchase.
That sounds like a good purchase. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're concerned about countertop space.
All right, let's the weather report.
Jump in. Okay, it's not much of a report today. It's really just one story. I mean, there were a few things on Veg News, but I didn't find them very interesting. Same with Veg Economist. So all we've got is one thing, and it's from Veg News. It's that a group of celebrity chefs have joined the newly formed Meaty Culinary Collective. And this, Doug, they put fungi-based vegan meat on menus in unique ways. I mean, I'm basically reading the Veg News article here because I don't know how to summarize it any other way. The big headline is that David Chang, who was a big ambassador of Impossible, he put Impossible burgers, I think, on the menu pretty early, maybe like 2015. He's kicking it off with Meaty, which is the brand, Meaty Foods that makes these mushroom things. I think we've talked about them before. I think we've covered some sort of story about Meaty. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, he's putting on his New York City restaurant menus Momofuku Noodle Bar and Momofuku Sambar. he's serving meaty, crispy cutlet buns and gochujang, which is like that Korean. I think it's that Korean, kind of like a Korean sriracha. Double fried meaty nuggets with garlic sesame. And then in Los Angeles at his Major Domo, he's putting meaty carne asada lamb larb salad. So that's kind of cool. I mean, mainly here because
is he a big deal? Why is this?
Yes, David Chang is a big deal. I don't really know a whole lot of chefs these days. I knew the Food Network crowd, but now there's a much cooler, richer, just group of chefs who I don't really know, but he's big time. I guess I was Googled him. He's won the James Beard Award for Best New Restaurant. Oh, wow. And I think Momofuku is the big one of his. But I think I saw
Are we Food Network? Are we the Food Network chefs of the vegan base?
What do you mean, like washed up, kind of like used to be?
yeah. Like now everybody's like the cool chefs.
Maybe we were early and good for the day, but then more people came
But we might be one of the few with the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. We really might be. So anyway, that's the report. That's
cool.
Yeah, not too much going on right now. Miyoko did. Aaron showed me this. Miyoko put up a Instagram post with her featuring her lawyer, and something about that she wants to make this. Sort of hire the lawyer like to stand up for women founders everywhere who've been unceremoniously shown the door. I think she said. So I mean, kind of interesting.
It sounds like I saw that too. It sounds like she's fighting wrongful termination.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't gather that part. I didn't hear the whole thing. Andrew talking about it. So I'm glad to hear that actually, because I kind of thought she was just I don't know, just like that she didn't like the situation. And she had this lawyer, and she was just sort of playing the card of like, well, let's a women founder, like I'm gonna get a bunch of people behind me. But if it truly is, wrongful term, and I was thinking when I saw this, I was like, but there are rules, there's contracts and all this. So if she signed stuff and this was under the rules, then it seems like a mistake to make a big thing about it. But I'm glad to hear that actually, that she has a belief that she was wrongfully terminated and fighting it, and if it's because of being a woman, very interesting. That will be to watch.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if it's because she's claiming it's because she's a woman that she was wrongfully terminated, but been a breach of contract or any other thing.
But then she said something about women founders unceremoniously showing the door, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't see that part actually.
I mean, I didn't even see it. Aaron Redmond isn't, so I could be could be wrong.
Oh man, typical us. All right, cool. Well, we got a couple articles, a couple fun ones.
Yeah, they're fun. This is Friday show. These are light. One of them is Best Life Online. It's called 6 Ways to Reduce the Health Risks of Sitting All Day, according to the experts. And there was a while sitting was like the big craze for a while, where it was the new smoking. There were some articles about it. I don't ever really know quite what that was based on. I mean, I don't know. Have you seen, Doug? Have you seen like stats about sitting and its dangers and how it has the same effect as smoking or anything comparable to that?
I would think so. Since we talked about it so much, there was some studies that came out around.
Yeah, there must have been. I don't remember any.
But I don't know for sure. I don't really remember them, but I'm sure that there were, because it was such a huge thing.
Right. Yeah.
And
so, go ahead.
Well, so I mean, I'll just speak from personal experience. I have a standing desk, and I don't do it necessarily for longevity or life expectancy, but I just feel so much better if I spend part of the day standing versus all day sitting.
In what way do you feel better? Like you feel more energetic or?
More energetic, more, and sometimes, I have to go back and forth, right? But like also just if I end the day and I've been sitting all day, my body is tight and like, just itching to move and stretch and things like that. But if I kind of switch back and forth throughout the day, then I don't feel that. I just kind of feel a lot more like even and better.
Gotcha. Well, it says on the website here on Best Life Online that sedentary lifestyles increase all causes of mortality, double the risk of cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and obesity, and increase the risk of colon cancer, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, lipid disorders, depression, and anxiety. And this is from World Health Organization. So there are your stats. We don't have specific numbers, but we have that it doubles the risk of certain things. So that's interesting. And 60 to 85% of people in the world from both developed and developing countries lead sedentary lifestyles. So that's a whole lot of people who are at increased risk for this or for all these things. I don't know exactly what the definition of sedentary lifestyle is. I'm sure we could find that with a little bit of work. But, I think I remember there were things about like that you can't really outrun sitting all day. Remember that? That it was like, even if you go run for an hour or whatever, it doesn't really undo the damage caused by 6 hours of sitting or something like that. So this sort of speaks to your suggestion that someone be fit throughout the day, not just like during your exercise time, but actually have a whole day where you're not sitting all day. I'm always curious what the mechanism is by which this stuff happens. Like, what about sitting is so bad? Right? Obviously, it's that first of all, you're not moving, but you're also not moving when you're standing. And I've heard that as a criticism of the standing desk thing, that like it's, better in some ways, but you're also still not moving. So what is the mechanism? I think I've heard Dr. Greger say circulation issues are one of the things to cause. Like when you're, sitting on something, then that part of your body's not going to have the circulation. When you're not moving, obviously you don't get as much. I think posture becomes an issue, and you get, soreness or deformities in bones. So, I mean, I guess those are the mechanisms. I don't know. Are there other things that like sitting just somehow does to you, or is it basically just that you're not moving?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I would think that just by standing, you're probably engaging more muscles. And if you're moving, you're going to shut down a little bit more, and so change positions a little bit more, which probably changes the posture, but also kind of helps with blood flow and engaging other different muscles. So, I mean, I think that probably there's some of that. Don't you burn more? I think you burn more calories when you're standing than when you're sitting.
I don't know.
You look that up.
All right. Well, while you do that, we will continue with the tips how to avoid this problem. Because I mean, it's a reality for most of us is that we're going to sit a lot of times. So how do you combat the badness of it? Number one, take frequent breaks. So they say ideally you should get up and move around for at least 10 minutes out of every hour. This would undo several of the things that we talked about. If there's circulation issues, if there's postural issues, taking a little break, I'm sure is a massive difference. Taking 5 or 8 breaks in a day rather than just sitting there and taking one break in a day. So of course that's good. Number 2, make time for exercise. This is talking about commit to exercise during your active hours. So it's a way to offset the effects of sitting for long stretches. We had just said, though, that like apparently it doesn't really do a great job of offsetting it. But yeah, obviously it's a good thing. It'll help you maintain good posture, improve circulation, boost energy. Yes, Doug.
I just said yep.
Oh, okay. I thought you had an update.
I do have an update, but I'll wait.
What do you got?
All right. So according to healthline.com, which I actually think might be fact checked, or at least more so than Best Life. You burn anywhere from 100 to 200 calories an hour standing, or in 60 to 130 calories sitting. So, potentially to burn twice as many calories standing up as you are sitting down.
Okay, very good. All right, number 3, focus on nutrition. So that's kind of an interesting way to combat sitting problems. It would be focused on your nutrition. Eating small portions of healthy meals can help you maintain your energy level when you have to sit for longer stretches. So this one's all about energy level. Yeah, I mean, if a really healthy plant-based diet, or maybe an omnivorous diet, but I think more and more we see this with plant-based, if it has positive impacts on risks of colon cancer, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, depression, anxiety. Although we don't know about depression and anxiety, it may actually cause those. Remember, it was at least correlated in some earlier studies we talked about cardiovascular disease. So like it does help prevent all of these things that sitting causes, right? So even if it's not, directly impacting the things that sitting does.
Sure.
It's at least
Uh-huh.
targeting the same end results in the opposite way. So there's that. For use ergonomic office equipment, like those expensive chairs, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I've never gotten too into ergonomic stuff. I probably should. I do all my work on like a laptop computer, and I think I look down at it too often. Just like during the show, I always look down at the laptop. And I have a kneeling chair, which I've kind of liked that. It's been a good thing for me.
Is that like you kind of put weight on your knees, but you're sitting
Yeah,
up?
your shins are kind of where
Okay.
so a lot of the weight that would be on your butt is like distributed to your shins, but you still have some weight on your butt as well.
Interesting.
But it makes you sit up straight, and it's pretty good. Okay. Number 5, Doug's favorite thing: stretch every day. That's one of your favorite activities, right, Doug?
Oh yeah, love a good stretch.
There you do. Let's see. It says neck rolls, back stretches, leg lifts, even just doing a few simple squats or lunges. Take a few minutes each hour to do these exercises. Who's really going to do that? I don't think anybody. But do it once maybe, and that's probably a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, stay hydrated. Again, I mean, it doesn't seem like that's really going to do anything directly.
It'll make you get up and have to pee every frequently.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually a pretty good hack. If it does that, then
Uh-huh.
it takes care of your having to get up and take a break every hour or whatever. So there's a great reason to drink more water. Yeah, I mean, it says staying well hydrated may reduce fatigue caused by extended periods spent seated. That seems like a kind of a reach to me. I mean, it may do that, but just sounds like a totally separate category of health, not a way to reduce the health risks of sitting.
Yeah.
All right, so that's sitting.
Matt, you're really enthused today. I like it. I can just feel the energy just oozing out of you right now.
I was working on the Discord all morning. That got to me.
Okay. and then I came in with some out-of-tune ukulele tunes, and you're just like, nope.
Yeah.
Throwing your hands up. No. A play-based space over on Instagram says, I think sitting in man chair is worse than sitting naturally on the floor.
Definitely.
I think grounding and how babies and children move before they're forced to sit in chairs or at school. So I think that's right. I'm sure that's right for many reasons. But that reminded me, I just saw an article about this family that they gave up all their sitting furniture and then like cut their tables down to be able to sit on the floor and did all this stuff and got rid of their couch and everything. And they were like reporting all of these transformations that have happened, from everything from mobility to weight loss to energy, like all the stuff that happened once they got rid of their chairs, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that is interesting. That's in the Blue Zones. I think it's the original Blue Zones. When he goes and visits the people in Okinawa, some of the people there, at least one of the women he visits, he remarks on how little furniture there is in the house and that you sit on the floor. And apparently there's some scientific basis to this, that at least it's suggested that all of the getting up and getting down from the floor, that action helps keep you, mobile into old age. And that's a good thing. It definitely, I mean, I remember once when I think I was in a non-exercising period of my life a few years ago. And I remember like I played a game on the floor with the kids and we just sat down on the floor. It probably was down there for an hour, maybe even more than that. And when I stood up and like I don't know if it was later that day or whatever, I just felt like so creaky and sore. And I was like, wow, this like I'm actually getting older or I'm just not exercising enough. But it was definitely a wake-up call for me that like, wow, like it's actually hard to sit on the floor for a while. So I actually would have thought back then that maybe it's a bad thing, unhealthy to sit on the floor because it makes you feel that way. But perhaps it's just something that you need to do more of to make sure you can do that.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Yeah, and I've heard some people who do like a no sitting kind of challenge where they won't sit like almost at all, or they track their minutes sitting and they try to minimize that number. Laying down is fine, and that's apparently a much more natural thing, right? Because chairs are like a invention. Maybe there were rocks and things that people might sit on now and then, but like there just weren't chairs everywhere. But laying down, you could always do. That'd be a good way to lounge. Would be lay down. So laying down seems to be better than sitting.
So you stand or you lay down. Interesting.
I think so. Except then, what do you do when you eat? Because I think you're not supposed to eat standing up. and I don't think you're gonna eat laying down. So I think that's why I said they maybe tried to minimize their time. But then I guess eating on the floor would be the move to do. Probably the healthiest way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna do any of that though? You're gonna get a floor table for eating?
No, I'm not. But I am trying to like. I have really tight hips, and so sitting on the floor is uncomfortable for me. But I have over the last like year or so, I've been trying to do that more often. And I would say it's not. I don't have any sort of like system in place or anything like that. So it's I don't know how effective it's been. But if I'm hanging out with the kids or something like that, instead of sitting on a chair, if they're playing on the floor, I try to do that with them. And
good.
Yeah, it feels good. But all right, so what are your tips? Any tips for standing that you would have that would be a little different than this?
No. When I used to have the standing desk, which I have sold actually,
Oh, really?
go up and down. Yeah, I found I didn't like it, and I just wasn't doing it enough. Anyway, my best tip for that was that if at the end of the workday I put the thing in the upright position, so that when I start the morning, I'd come to it and be up, and I would tend to stay up for a few hours that way before putting it down. So that'd be one tip I had if you're going to do standing desk. Again, I mentioned the kneeling chair. I really like that. It's been a great chair for me and my posture and things. This is not a sitting standing desk, but you mentioned hip tightness. There's a great exercise for that. First of all, Jody mentions that Kelly Starrett has a great hip mobility video for this, and I don't doubt that. You have a 35-pound kettlebell, is that right?
Yes.
15 kilogram, I think. There's a move called the prying goblet squat, where you basically hold it in front of you, you squat with that kettlebell between your knees, and then you put your elbows, like holding the kettlebell, you put your elbows really close down to your hips, and you basically try to pry apart, and then you twist around and you move your elbows up, and you even do like a curl of the kettlebell with your elbows jammed into your like thighs, and that will put even more pressure. But that's a great like hip mobility movement.
What's it called?
Prying goblet squat.
Prying goblet squat. All right, I'll check that out.
Yeah, I mean, goblet squats are what you do when you hold the kettlebell. The prying is just you just do that at the bottom for a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one. Anne Marie says yoga. Of course, that's a good one. Doug, do you know anyone who does yoga? You don't know anyone though. Do you have no access to?
No, I've never. I don't really know anything about yoga.
Doug's wife is a yogini. Is that right, Doug? Accurate term there?
Sure. Yeah.
Or yoga instructor, maybe better.
She's a yoga therapist.
Yoga therapist. Okay. Good.
That's her training. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Let's see. We got some other comments here. Jody says, I have standing desk, but tend to lean on one leg, which causes another host of issues.
Yeah, that was one of my problems with that thing. I had the balance board for a while. That was nice. Added challenge, but it's a good thing.
Yeah, I use the balance board with my standing desk. I just try to do it I try to do it at least once a day, and usually it's not like anything. I don't have a timer or anything. It just kind of at least once a day I stand up for an hour or two. My other thing is like kettlebells were this for a while for me. The rings for pull-ups are now this. If like just having something right next to your desk where when you're just kind of like I don't know, in between a project or whatever, and you're looking around and you see it, you just want to get up and kind of do it because it's kind of fun. That has, as far as like adding exercise or adding movement to your day, if you've been sitting, that has been huge to me. And then the other thing is, anytime I get on the phone, I stand for a while and walk around.
Yeah, that's good. I do like taking a walk during a long call. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you use a pad to stand on during standing periods?
No, but I have my knockoff Crocs.
Oh, okay.
That are super squishy. So that's what I use.
Cool. You don't have any charms on those Crocs?
No. No, I wish.
I think they're called a giblet or something like that. Giblet? I think they call it.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, okay, that's good enough. Enough sitting news.
Oh, we got a couple comments, more comments if you want to read them in YouTube.
All right, let's read them. I don't have it pulled up. Can you read them?
Let's see. just says she likes her laptop riser. That brings
Hmm,
laptop to eye level.
it's a good idea.
Staying hydrated with electrolytes, and your body will utilize the water properly.
True.
I need a laying desk, is what Steven says. That's a good one.
I in college, for some reason, tried to set my computer up under my desk one time, and I thought that was going to be my new move. I had the monitor under the desk where the chair was, and then I had the surface of the desk available for like something else. I don't know what. I guess that was my homework area. It didn't last at all. It was a terrible idea.
So would you sit on the floor to use your computer? How would you look at your monitor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, listen, you just advocated for this idea of not having chairs in your house. So you sit on the ground.
Okay. All right.
So I was
Well,
doing that.
I didn't have the context that you knew about this in college.
You know what else I did in college? Well, speaking of this computer,
Probably a lot of
same
things.
room. Yeah, a lot of things.
I don't
But this is I'm thinking of like really just dumb ideas that I thought were smart. Again, a lot of those in college. My keyboard like started dying, and I had zero money in college to like go buy a new keyboard. I wouldn't even know where to do that or how much that would cost. This was like, I mean, the internet was around, but you couldn't easily go order that on the internet. Maybe you could, but I just didn't think about it. And so like somehow I had a warning that it was dying. It was failing, and everyone used Instant Messenger, AOL Instant Messenger. And so I like opened a document and typed in all these, like while the thing was working, typed in all these common things I might say. And then the thing failed, and I was just copy pasting them into IM and like living that way for a couple of weeks, and like had like canned statements, like my computer or my keyboard is no longer, so I'm using pasted statements, and then like just a bunch of stuff, yes, no, all that, and I just did it for a long time.
That's hilarious. That's really funny. It's not a bad solution, right?
No,
I mean, you should have just gone to Walmart and bought a new keyboard.
Right. That's I don't know why I just didn't do that. It would have been so easy. Anyway,
see, JH Groover says that you can also engage your soleus muscle by raising and lowering heel while seated.
Yeah. Okay.
Good tip.
Yeah, but how are you gonna remember to do that? I guess if you just, you need like a little alarm or something that would tell you to do that.
Yeah.
You could also
I'm not
use
above the alarm thing. I've been thinking about it recently. The activity timer. Have you ever seen these?
Yeah, I've tried them. Mindfulness timers.
Did it work for you?
No, you like within the first day, you start ignoring it. You just start like getting it's a nuisance, and you just like silence it, and then go back to what you were doing without doing the mindfulness or whatever you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Maybe not for everyone, but for me, that's what happened.
Well, all right. I'm not gonna do it then.
That doesn't mean you shouldn't. We're different. We probably have different things that work for us. Bianca says I was doing predictive messaging before Gmail. She says that I was doing that. I was saying that. So it was like an autocomplete kind of situation where you don't have to type the whole thing out. I have one more thing to say with the sitting thing that I just thought of, but I don't know what it was. Darn it, lost it.
All right, let's run into. We have a quick Trader Joe's article here. Why don't we power through that one real quick?
Yeah,
before we head into the weekend.
Right. Yeah, so this is a good one. I mean, it's a good idea. It's from Veg News. Trader Joe's vegan pesto and 13 other staples for easy plant-based dinners. This one caught my eye for two reasons. One, we use the Trader Joe's vegan pesto, and it is exactly that. It's like one of our handful of meals where if we have nothing planned, we can always get a dinner using Trader Joe's vegan pesto. It's vegan kale, cashew, and basil. It's surprisingly good. First ingredient is kale, and somehow it tastes like pesto. I don't really know how. It's like basil pesto. It's not like it tastes like just bad or something. So anyway, and I was just talking to Aaron about how like we are, especially Tuesday through Thursday, but even Monday, like there's zero time for just dinner, anything. It's even if we have a meal planned, it's just hard to make it and eat it. And we're going to eat it at all separate times, but just because we're in different places. But we're like, we just need to have like a plan where those 3 days we know exactly what we're eating and we know it ahead of time, and there's no decisions to make. Because if we don't, there's so many of those days we just have zero dinner idea and we don't even think about it till the end of the day when it's too late. So anyway, I saw this and thought, this is good. Quick, ready sort of meals. So with that, let's get into them. Number one, cauliflower gnocchi. And that is a frozen product from Trader Joe's. It's gnocchi made out of cauliflower. I don't know if it's only cauliflower or if it includes some like wheat flour, the way potato gnocchi would also have flour in it. So I'm not sure
Sounds
about
good.
that. I've had it before and it's okay. It's a little
No.
bit too much cauliflower flavor for me. I
Okay.
mean, it's okay. It's just like you have to be okay with eating a cauliflower product. Just like if you're eating zucchini noodles, like you'd expect that they have a zucchini taste. They're not going to be pasta. So that to me is what this is. It's like it's not going to replace pasta unless you're okay with that.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, pizza dough. I know you're a fan of this, Doug. You love the homemade pizza.
You know it.
So all 3 of Trader Joe's pizza doughs, plain, garlic and herb, and wheat, are vegan by default. So all you need to do is let it rise on the counter, spread a jar of marinara from Trader Joe's on there, whatever veggies look good in the produce section if you're going to do toppings, and then sprinkle on nutritional yeast or TJ's vegan mozzarella shreds if you like. The problem is that turns into a junk food meal to me. You have if you have a whole wheat, if you just have a white flour crust, maybe some wheat in there if you get the wheat version, but probably not that much. And then you're putting fake cheese on there. I mean, then you better be using toppings because you're basically eating bread and processed garbage.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. But certain times it's nice to have a pizza and not make it too healthy. All right, number 3, baked tofu. They say it may be craveable, but you have to do it right. Press it for 20 minutes, come up with a flavoring element, and then cook it. And all that they don't have time for on a busy evening, the Veg News editors, I guess. But this Trader Joe's baked tofu is like ready, done, and you just chop it up and I guess throw it into your saute. I think maybe it was Aisha on here months ago, said that they were using the ready-made tofu idea and that they were really liking it. You ever do that?
I don't think I've ever done it. Yeah.
We have before, and what's nice is the ones that are flavored because some of them have like a smoky flavor or sriracha kind of thing. So we've done.
When they say ready-made, does that mean just like marinated, pre-seasoned, or is it actually cooked? Like,
no, it's actually been cooked, and I mean, I think even just regular old tofu, right? You can, if you buy a block of tofu, you can just eat that. You don't need to do anything because I think it has been steamed ahead of time. I'm not really sure. Seitan that's the case. It's been steamed and you can then sort of brown it. And I think it might be the same with tofu. But anyway, it's ready to go. I mean, it's a bean and you wouldn't eat a bean raw. So I guess it's cooked beans that at least have then been, I don't know. That may not be true. So
that's for all the parents out there. My toddler loves just raw tofu.
Oh yeah? Wow. Interesting. You said toddler?
Toddler, yeah.
You said toddler. Okay, yeah. I thought you said toddler, and I thought you were accenting that L.
Toddler.
I mean, that's what it is, right? It's one who toddles is a toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay. Anyway,
my toddler down at Crackle Barrel.
Yeah. But this seems like a good idea. This tofu thing. I should do more of this. We've done it before, and it's always been good, and it's super convenient to remember that you have that. Yeah. I don't know why we don't do it more. You pay a little bit more for it, obviously, but we should. Next, vegan spinach and cashew ravioli. This I would try. I don't remember ever seeing this in Trader Joe's. I'd be pretty excited about this. Not necessarily health food, but this is pretty good. I think this sounds like a good idea. All right, definitely. Then they move into kind of an Asian ravioli thing where soyaki. Have you ever heard of that, Doug? It's a unique teriyaki sauce and marinade for meat, poultry, fish, tofu, and vegetables. When I hear teriyaki, I hear sugar, and I'm probably not going to like it. It's probably going to be too sweet, not to mention not very healthy. But then it could go nicely with the next one, which is Thai vegetable gyoza, Gyoza. I'm pretty sure I've bought these before as well.
I have definitely had these.
Yeah. And I mean, this with a teriyaki sauce would be good. You wouldn't want to eat too much of that teriyaki, but that'd be pretty tasty. What do you like these when you've had them?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I remember. I think I remember sort of a scallion heavy taste in the filling.
Yeah,
could be wrong.
I feel that the same way.
But that's probably common with these, even at a restaurant or something. They say investing $20 in a bamboo steamer basket is worth it for these. I guess then you don't get the sticking because we have a steamer basket and they definitely stick to it. Suppose you could also pan fry them, but not as healthy.
Yeah, I think we have pan fried them in the past.
Okay. All right. 7, Simply Eggless Egg Scramble. So this is like a Just Egg competitor. Looks like a cheaper version, but pourable vegan egg. Doug, you as the pourable vegan egg guy, what do you think about this?
Oh, I'm all about it. Let's try it.
Yeah, you're not like so married to Just Egg that you wouldn't even consider trying another one.
I'd like to know what the ingredients are because I really don't mind the ingredients in Just Egg. So, I'd like to know the ingredients. But yeah, no, I mean, if it's cheaper, I would be all about that because Just Egg is not particularly cheap.
Right. All right. Number 8, Doug, your favorite food, green jackfruit in brine. They say this is canned jackfruit. I've bought this before from Trader Joe's. You have said that you're not into on the jackfruit.
No, not on the jackfruit train. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I'm not either. They do tell you to saute it. You pat it dry because then it's not going to brown if it's wet. And then you saute it with a little bit of cooking oil, and then you get some better flavors. And then it'll take on whatever flavor you crave. I think maybe I've skipped the sauteing step before and just pour barbecue sauce into the thing and then heat it up. And it's really not that good. Like you said, it's just, I think it needs to be expertly prepared if you want that to be pretty good. Number 9, Vegan Ranch Crunch Salad Kit. So this is a bag of salad that has nuts in it. Is that why it's crunchy? I don't know.
Something crunchy. Carrots, sunflower seeds, crispy onions. There you go.
Okay.
And a packet of Vegan Ranch.
Includes Vegan Ranch.
This is just
Go ahead.
This is just a salad in a bag.
Yeah, that is what it is. It does look, I don't know. The picture looks like there's some good vegetables in there. I don't know. Yeah, and they've got some other dressings at Trader Joe's that are vegan. Number 10, vegan bolognese style pasta sauce, which is like their marinara, except it has these pea protein crumbles in it. You put that over whatever. They do have some good chickpea noodles at Trader Joe's. I forget the name of them, but they're made out of chickpeas, or no, they're made out of red lentils. That's what they are. Sorry, red lentil pasta at Trader Joe's, pretty good. Here it looks like they have a zucchini noodle, which I do not advocate for that.
Yeah, it does look like that. Yeah.
All right. Number 11, steamed lentils, because they don't have time to watch water boil on most weeknights, they say. So rather than cooking the lentils, get them already steamed. Very good. They also come in, I don't know if it's a canned lentils. They don't show a picture of this one, I don't think. No, it looks like it's a package. So you can.
So I have used this. I mean, lentils are pretty easy to cook. I mean, they're very easy to cook, and they don't take that much time. But I have used this a few times. We have gotten it and done it in a pinch. And I will say it is really nice to have like lentils that you don't have to cook. That saves you 20-25 minutes or whatever of the cooking time. So I like it. I'm not crazy about throwing them in a taco like they have pictured here.
Oh no, I was going to ask about that because I think lentils are a great, very, very healthy food. We really almost never eat them because I don't know what to eat them in. And I was thinking tacos are one way we would do it. I think we used to make like a lentil sloppy Joe recipe, but like I'm just not going to make a bowl of lentils. And there's lentil soup, I know, which you said is the perfect food or something like that. Best food ever invented. But I don't know how to eat lentils. I don't know what to do with them. So open for tips here if anyone's got them.
To me, they need to be in a sauce, like in a pasta sauce, like a bolognese sauce, or in a soup. Or Joe, like you said, would be delicious, but just kind of sprinkling on top of this, like they have pictured here. It's just not. I don't know. They need more flavor.
I mean, that's not. They can make a great taco base, I believe. I'm going to trust your word if you say they can't, because I know you're the taco guy. But Laura, powered by plants, on Instagram says we make lentil tacos all the time.
Interesting. Okay.
And so I believe that it's just they're not meant to be sprinkled on top of your taco. That's just weird. Like you'd cook them in the taco seasonings and things. You'd have it would be like a ground beef, but it's lentils. Yeah. And that would be your main filling of your taco.
I could get into that. I think I'm just turned off by that picture.
Yeah. It's a bad picture. Where do they even get these pictures? I guess they take them. Or maybe Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. It's photo credit Trader Joe's.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go. All right, moving on. Rice cauliflower stir fry. This is kind of interesting. Instead of rice, of course, you have riced cauliflower, and I'm I'm trying to figure out is the product. Yeah, the product has the vegetables already in it: green peas, red peppers, grilled something, tamari, spring onions. I mean, this would be pretty good. I think this could make a pretty nice one bag, one pot meal in a pinch.
Mm-hmm.
And if you wanted to buy that tofu, you could put that in there.
Yeah.
Stir fry is kind of one of our like in a pinch meals, but we always make this stuff. And I'm thinking this might be massive time savings over that.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right, and finally, number 13. Wait a minute. They never put the pesto in here? There was the picture at the top of it, and it was the... Oh, okay. Maybe that was the... It was like number 0. It wasn't even number 1. Okay, so I thought we were going to talk about that for a while, but we didn't. But, that's a great one. Mix that with some Banza pasta or the red lentil pasta that they have there, or just whole wheat pasta if you need to. All right, number 13, finally, rounding it out, organic vegetarian chili. This is chili in a can, and see, if this had lentils in it, I would be all about this. But to me, it looks more like lumpy fake meat stuff.
Yeah, it does look like fake meat.
I'm not interested in that at all. If I'm going to have fake meat, it will be very deliberately used. Not that I will use only a little bit of it. I'll use a lot of it, but like it'll be a good thing that it has Beyond Sausage or whatever. And,
Yeah.
I just don't need that in a can for me to dump into a bowl.
Right.
But yeah, that's good. And also just have it with just, even without lentils, just beans. That'd be good too.
Mm-hmm.
But this is good. What I need to do is I need to actually take action here. And by the way, total interruption, but I did take action. Remember I said I was going to get some better blue light blocking glasses?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have these. Ellery said I look like a woman when I wear them because they definitely have I don't know, sort of a curvy and pointy shape to them that just, I don't know, doesn't look like men's glasses. But that's okay. I'm just staring at the computer screen. So that was one of my 3 action items for sleeping better, and they just came yesterday.
Nice.
So I did that. But now I need action items for this meal thing. Like I've got to actually do something about this so that we have Tuesday through Thursday taken care of. Should it just be like the same thing every Tuesday through Thursday? Or you think I should have like a theme and then it's a variation on that theme each time? That's going to require.
I think you should have 3 meals that you can go to, and then you decide whether you want to have that meal on Tuesday or on Wednesday or on Thursday.
So whichever one we're in the mood for.
Yeah.
Make.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, they're exactly the same.
Maybe 5 meals, but yeah, I would just like I would get those. I would get this cauliflower fry.
Yep.
Maybe some pesto.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some potters, and then just have it. The food, those raviolis. Just have some options in the freezer, and you just pull them out when you go for it.
Yep. I like it.
Have some corn chips.
No, not gonna do that. Even the pot cereal. See, here's my thing. If I'm gonna do a thing where we're having that every week, I need to make sure that it's 100% healthy food. Because anytime you make a decision where like this is a repeated thing we're doing over and over, you might as well just dial it in. So we're not gonna, like the pot stickers just wouldn't be a good choice there.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. If you make it a staple every week, then
yeah, the bad foods are for when like you're in the mood for it that time and you just need it. But you shouldn't plan on that usually.
Mm-hmm. And we got lots of lentil comments. These are
okay.
I'm loving seeing all these comments from people I'm not familiar with. Love it. Let's see. Glady. I don't know how to say that name. I'm sorry. I apologize. But they use red lentils to make veggie burgers. Plant-based Space use red lentils as ground beef and chili. Laura, powered by plants, makes tacos all the time. I think you said that one already. Lori, lentil bolognese or puree, Turkish style.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmic and Evil says that lentil soup in an instant with veggie bouillon and Indian spices. Throw in some dehydrated veggies. That sounds great.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But what is this thing about Turkish style? If you blend lentils, it's suddenly it's Turkish style. Is that what you read?
I don't know. Did I say that?
I think you read that, but maybe I just misheard. And I was just intrigued. I'd never heard of Turkish style before.
Lentil bolognese or puree them Turkish style. That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't either. All right. So let's see. Yeah, there is Turkish style. All right, and then someone said very good butcher. Yeah, someone asked about very good butcher. And are we familiar? They really like their products. And then someone else correctly said very good butcher just announced that they're closing. And that's true. I saw that one. I almost put it in the weather report yesterday, but then I decided I didn't want to be a downer, so I just didn't. I only like to do that for the big brands when they have bad things happen to them.
That's too bad.
Why?
I'm sorry to hear that.
I know, really. But that's what happens. Big brands just make the little ones go away.
That's not the one who sent us a box, is it?
No, that was Abbott's Butcher, who has one of the pictures. One of the pictures in this Veg News article is credited Abbott's Butcher. The
nice.
Yeah, the pizza picture actually.
Yeah. Hey, shout out a really good crowd over on YouTube today. Had 30 plus all day.
Love that.
35 at one
That's
point.
fantastic.
And pretty good over on Instagram too, with all these people over on YouTube.
Yeah, really.
Lots of comments. Loving it. Don't forget to enter the Athletic Brewing sweepstakes that we're gonna have. All you have to do is once this show is posted onto Instagram, so not the live one, but once it's posted, leave a comment, share it if you want double entry. You can also leave a comment over on YouTube, share that one as well, but you have to figure out a way to tag us so we know about it. And yeah, there are some restrictions. Some restrictions apply, but you know the deal.
All right. Yep. Good. So that's, don't forget to do that. Just really quickly, I don't want to leave this hanging. Gladys says, why are they closing? I feel bad. Gladys was just saying how good this place was, how good these things were. And then Mr. Jeffrey says, the very good butcher was from my province. How's everything from Mr. Jeffrey's province? It seems like so much stuff is from there. And just didn't do well enough at any one product, tried to expand too quick. So there you go. If you go to the website, Gladys, you'll see it's not even up and running.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Dang.
Yep. So anyway, that's that. I'm really wish we had Discord now to announce them. This is such a good crowd here, and this would be so much fun to just continue this in Discord. Can't announce that yet. Like I said, I have to remake it, but I'm gonna try really hard to have that thing ready to go on Monday. I don't see why we couldn't. It may be untested, and people will have to just kind of deal with whatever unforeseen stuff happens, but that's okay. So anyway, I'm gonna try very hard to have it Monday. Because it's good. It's a good crowd, and I don't want to lose this energy.
No.
No, we don't.
And we're gonna be rolling it out kind of in secret, to the live crowd and the podcast crowd before we email about it or anything like that. We're kind of get people in there, get people chatting. So as a listener and as someone who's engaging, we're just really excited to kind of keep it tight, keep it small for a little bit, and grow from there.
Yeah. And Neil says I'm gonna have to learn Discord. There's really not that much to learn. Like it's one of those things where like it seems like it must be something to learn, but then you go in and it's all pretty straightforward. There's a few different channels. You click on them. There's, I don't know. And no one's gonna be like a Discord snob here who says like, oh, you make sure you thread your comments or whatever. We'll just be cool. But it is good, and it does things that other platforms really can't. And I think you will be happy with that. Alrighty, good. A lot of people looking forward to Discord. Glad to hear that. It'll be fun. Anything else, Doug? Or
you sing you out?
Yes, I'd love it. I'm in a much better mood now. Feeling good. Sing us out, and then go get your taco lunch.
It's Friday.
Not like that though.
No.
Do it in like a normal voice. Yeah.
I don't know how to sing in a normal voice, man. I got all these people watching me. We're gonna put it up on a podcast.
Song voice or something.
All right. With that, I'm out. I'm not gonna take this abuse from you, Matt. I can't take it any longer.
All right. Someone else back me up here. That was a creepy voice.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Bye.